Thought I was done peeing, zipped up, walked out the bathroom, 2 dribbles on my trousers. Call that Northernlion Plays Lies of P, episode 1, square bracket. Let's get started. What the heck is Lies of P? Well, the first thing it is $80. I could buy 3 boxes of cereal for that. It's Bloodborne, but Pinocchio. Now lying. Bro, it doesn't say now loading. It says now lying because it's about Pinocchio. Granville Street, 2 a.m. on a Saturday morning. You know what? That is damn true. This looked like the damn Toy Story Battle Pass so far. Bros fighting with a stop sign. I know, it's making me miss Rumbleverse a little bit. LB Guard. Block in my Bloodborne, it's more likely than you think. This does look like a Hassan shirt from the back, doesn't it? Motherfuckers always tell streamers that their job isn't real, as if entertaining people isn't a more real job than being a project manager at a B2B healthcare software firm. Motherfuckers will always be like, hey streamer, get a real job. Meanwhile, they're a project manager at a B2B healthcare software firm. Something like that. Just let it cook a little bit. Stir the pot. Stir the pot. Oh, this is a boss wall, brother. I didn't realize the first boss would be like Psycho Mantis, bro. Okay. He's coming out of his cage and he'll be doing just fine. Don't blow it. Don't blow. He's dead. He's so easy. So easy. You fucking suck. Is there a crouch button? Can I teabag him? Also, I did not realize that the guy is named Michael Penix Jr., which is like such a funny name. I mean, I know I said it before. Michael Penix Jr. is a hilarious name. What's so funny about his name? It sounds like Michael Penis, which sounds like Michael Penis, which sounds like Mike Pence. Does that answer your question? You ever see the tweet that is like an interesting phenomenon about the internet is that sometimes you will see something so outwardly horny that it's actually completely non-sexual. Like you'll just see a cartoon character with such enormous breasts and such an unbelievably absurdly scant outfit that you're like, it's not even sexual anymore, it's just comical. Whenever I see someone that's like, holy cow, look at her boobies, they're so big and like barely covered, I'm like, see, like this is like, she's all covered up, she's got some modesty, and now I'm like, what's she hiding? It plays on your imagination a little bit more.
I've been waiting for you. Searched all over the city of Crop to find you.
Your ass
You must have
did
questions.
nothing, actually. I was searching all over the city of Krat to find you.
But we
You never play a video game and some motherfucker just says, hey, how's it going, huh? It's always like, oh, surreptitious worm, welcome to mine domain. Nobody's ever like, how was your weekend? Call me Clips the way I be grinding right now. Is she missing an eye? Bro, this is Helena Bonham Carter from Big Fish. Her eye reveals the way that you die. You ever use your puppet string to drag a dude over to you, murder him, and then walk backwards slowly so you end up outside of the dog's attack radius? And then basically just execute the most perfect dodges you'll ever seen in your life en route to being killed because you used the show off clothes gesture instead of your default Estus flask? You ever noticed how in the last 15 years, every town, and maybe this is good, every town went from having like a thriving downtown core with local businesses providing like a variety of goods to simply being like 12 different brew pubs. Yes, COVID happened. Why are people so rude? You'll wait all weekend for the stream to start. I'm 8 minutes late. They're like, this is ridiculous. I start the stream. They're like, oh, no vacation this week? And I start talking. It's like an hour and 38 minutes into the stream. I'm just saying sentences. People are like hitting me with Daria sarcasm. Daria's based? Yeah, but not when she's talking to you. When you're watching her talk to somebody else, you're like, get their ass. If she was talking to you, you'd be like, this bitch is rude. She is not invited to the barbecue. Romney loved hot dogs. He probably still does, man. If you love him at 58, I don't think that's changing. I think you're pretty much locked in. He did say my favorite meat is hot dog. That is a much more memeable quote than I've got binders full of women. My favorite meat is hot dog. That's a deliberate statement. That shit is crazy. My whole soccer team and my coach make fun of me. I'm dead. He got me with the damn toilet brush, man. Because I dab the tip of my penis with toilet paper after I finish peeing. Is this something mockable? Is it mockable? Yes, it's mockable. But not because it's a stupid idea, just because it's not the norm. But honestly, the dab tech might be good tech for avoiding the couple of dribbles on your pants. They're making fun of you because they're scared that they're embarrassed that they didn't think of it first. If you're gonna make a tweet like that, you gotta make it like me, where I said the European mind can't possibly fathom the serenity of eating lunch in the driver's seat of your car. Which some people took as so true, it's so sad that Americans have no place to eat but in their car, but was really meant as like, I love eating lunch by myself in the driver's seat of my car. Car eating kind of goated. Listen to whatever you want on the radio. Nobody's talking to you to ask if the food is good. You're sitting in your car eating like a, you know, like a chicken shawarma or something like that. Eating as fast as possible without any care for decorum because you're by yourself. Makes the car smell good for days. Exactly. Also, every time I'm eating in my car, and then like I see people walking by and I make eye contact with them, I feel like they're always like, oh, that's so sad, that dude's eating alone in his car. And I'm like, that's so sad, they're outside. And meanwhile, I'm in my car eating delicious food and singing along, Pig! I saw your pin shot, I'll keep it with your letter. Done up in blueprint blue, it sure looks good on you. They're outside. Hey, do you want to get a coffee? No, I'm not really interested in that. And when you smile for the camera, I know they're gonna love you. Hello? We're still here? For many of us, we never left, honestly. Oh, he's done. Is it really the first time I've beaten that guy? It's kind of embarrassing. The bonfire was right there the whole time. Tom Waits looking nice.
Why, hello! I didn't know anyone was alive out here.
Liza P. Minnelli. Little mouth. You guys ever notice how much Liza Minnelli kind of looks like Judy Garland? POV, you're looking to buy milk in Bellingham after 10 p.m. So true. POV, you're looking for a bar in South Boston where you won't get your ass beat for ordering anything. Well, 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 boys, we got ourselves a beer drinker. Personally, I'm more of an ale guy. If you play anything other than the Dropkick Murphys in a bar in Boston, they will take away your business license. I don't know, it's just the idea of, anytime I picture someone from Boston, I picture Ben Affleck. I know you picture Germa, which is fine. But I always picture Ben Affleck, and just Ben Affleck like sitting on his couch playing like, I can't come out tonight, Matt Damon, I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 33rd and a 33 to third fucking dream drop distance. There's no food from Canada under $8.99. Well, did you see that Subway is going to start selling $3, or not $3, but 3-inch sandwiches? Wow, the food at this restaurant is terrible. Yeah, and such small portion sizes. We get it. 3 inches is big, actually. Penis joke. Penis joke. But we're talking about something pretty serious here. We're talking about sandwiches, and I don't take that lightly. So people are saying 3 inches is enough. I get it. Trust me, I understand the joke. I'm simply saying 3 inches is not enough. It's not enough for a Subway sandwich, which is not good to begin with. A 6-inch sandwich is not enough for a grown adult man, in my personal opinion. A 3-inch sandwich is not even worth going to the store. My stomach would be like, oh, yum, 2 bites of a Subway sandwich.
You'll find it most useful.
Mad Donkey's hunting apparel. Are you telling me I can dress like Mad Donkey? Good kid, Mad Donkey? Now I'm remembering again. It's Pinocchio themed. That donkey shit in Pinocchio kind of scary though. I don't know if you've ever taken the Pinocchio ride at Disneyland. It sends you at Mach 500 into a room that has, like, your brain cannot comprehend. It, like, boom, shoots you into a room, and there's just a human-sized donkey going, hee-haw, hee-haw, and meanwhile the car goes like, it's just, like, constantly flashing you, like, surreal scenes that your ass gets eaten by a whale. Oh, you gotta get out of the way. Hee-haw, hee-haw. You get kidnapped by, like, a bunch of weird circus folk. Then you get off, and you're like, damn, bro, I need a churro. Nice try. You stink. These guys are like, we've never seen a weapon of this ilk before. Did you steal it from my wife's bedside table? But did you see the picture of the breakfast that Ice Spice cooked? And it was literally just scrambled eggs with tomatoes and spinach. And then someone replied and said, my stomach after I eat that. And it was like someone exploding into fine dust. And then there was a quote tweet that said, it's literally eggs and vegetables. What can you guys actually eat? And someone sincerely replied, the oil in the dish and also the roughage in the spinach would wreak havoc on my digestive system. Why'd you bring up the Ice Spice thing? I'm losing my mind. Just be careful who you bring it up to, okay? This is a safe place, but if you bring that shit up on Twitter, that you'll get canceled because, like, didn't you know some people can't eat spinach? No, still don't. Nobody here has ever used a Peloton. So false. I ride with the egg carton every day, bro. You think you really want to race in the low impact ride? Then let's race. And then I beat you by 20 output, and then I realized that for the next person, I'm the dude who is, like, at the top of the leaderboard that everybody's like, look at this asshole joined, like, the 30-minute prenatal the 1975 ride and was just stunting on all the moms in the third trimester. But I'm like, I'm not going out like that. If people would stop racing me on all of my rides, I would slow down. But it is like American Gladiators. Everybody wants to take a shot at Laser. Well, all right. Careful what you wish for, brother. I love talking about bikes on Twitch as a one-way ticket to the worst takes you've ever heard. It's true. Except by worst takes, you just mean people who don't agree with you specifically, which is, I guess, what we all mean when we say bad take. But boomers don't say bad take. They say I disagree. I was driving down Main Street in Vancouver. I don't think there's bike lanes on Main Street. People do cycle on it, but to some extent, you're kind of taking your life in your own hands. A dude was just biking alongside a car. The car lane changed because it was trying to park at like a grocery store and very nearly knocked the dude off his bike. But then the old guy gestured to the spot and I could hear him talking and he said, I need to park there. And I was like, man, the audacity of like this dude almost killed you in his car when you had the right of way. He just wasn't paying attention. And then afterwards was like, sorry, I almost killed you, but can you move? That's the spot I want to park. It was so funny. There is something that the cyclist could have done to prevent it. He could have sold his bike and bought a GMC Yukon and driven that to the grocery store instead of taking that little piddly-ass two-wheeled Schwinn, okay? I'm sorry, people don't like to hear that they have some responsibility for things, but it's true. Are you victim blaming? Close, I'm making a joke. The joke is, what if I was victim blaming? Why not change your weapon? I don't know, maybe because I had the boss down to like 5% of his HP once, and all I had to do was like dodge 2 more attacks and I could have killed him. Maybe I don't want to, like blow up my whole house because the dishes are dirty. We're 90s maxing, and we're maxing. That's when you watch HBO Max while you're min-maxing. You know who I got a problem with these days? Overconfident servers. Okay, my wife will have the lamb shank. My daughter will have like the kid-size pepperoni pizza. And I'll have the half chicken, but can I replace the potatoes and rice pilaf with extra Greek salad? And they're just like, sure. I'm like, don't you want to write that? In my head, I'm like, don't you want to write that down? They're professionals? Yeah, I mean, so are airline pilots. They still do the pre-flight checklist from the book, you know? They're not out here just like, bro, I've flown planes. I've been flying planes every summer since I was 17. I don't need to do the checklist. Don't insult me. You think I don't know what a Boeing 777 feels like? Did you see the rat that got dissolved in Pepsi? Whenever I see someone that's like, check it out, this is what Coke does to a penny. If you put penny inside of a Coke, in one day, that shit becomes like completely polished. Like, brother, wait until you see what your fucking stomach would do to a penny. Get over it, man. We're all just piss factories. Piss and cum and shit and acid and fucking water. A couple microchips. There we go. No, get out of there. Huge. No, it's a hyperstar. Fighting the boss is the reward. Beating the boss is the punishment. People will really get on me for crying during the emotional conclusion of Black Panther. Meanwhile, they're like bragging. They're like, I haven't cried since I was a little kid. And then when I lose a run against the third boss in Pinocchio Souls, they're like, no! Holy cow, are you seeing this? When we get on a roll, we were kicking the crap out of him. I don't listen to Red Scare. I'm just familiar with it because there's infighting in the Dirtbag Left now, and somehow, probably because I followed Justin, that shit is in my feed now. Did you know that one of the ladies from the Red Scare went home in 2018 from the Tip Top Bar in Brooklyn with Michael Tracy, and all the other members of the Dirtbag Left were laughing at them? I literally have no idea what fucking any of this shit is. I did know that. Your Twitter feed is as cursed as mine then. Ooh. It was crazy to find out the Red Scare podcast was funded by Peter Thiel. Red Scare podcast? Peter Thiel? Lynda.com? What are you talking about? Your eyes dart open. Basilius, Basilius, arise! The Turks are at the gates. You grab your scimitar. The Roman Empire may fall one day, but it will not be today. Questions flit from your mind as if in a dream upon waking. Was it okay for Jonah Hill to set ridiculous boundaries for his surfer girlfriend to not post a picture of herself in a swimsuit when she was posting? Brother, there's marauders here. We gotta get serious. Fucking stupid game anyway. It's not even good. It's it's just because the sound in this game is so scuffed. Like, I thought he was walking on concrete, but actually it turns out he was walking on corrugated steel this whole time. Okay, sure, it makes a lot of sense. Back it up. Hey, fuck you. You knew it had to go down like this. Yes! It counts! It counts! Good boss. Is it possible Miyazaki didn't even make the best Souls game this year? Ooh, people don't want to hear it. People don't want to talk about it, but the ladies are talking. The jokes are not going to get any better. 2 drops on my trousers, call that Lies of P, is about as good as it's ever going to get. So I would just... Hey, I just finished a Bradley Rose cooldown ride where he said, I want you to be my little chestnut. I want to crack you open. Any thoughts? But do I think that he's flexing on the 50-plus ladies demographic? Yes, absolutely. And more power to him. Thank you for asking. I did see that Aiden Ross is going to interview Kim Jong-un. I will be paying attention, obviously, because I would like to know the exact moment that World War III starts so that I can get the high ground, I guess. I don't know what's going to save me, but... Can I get the menswear guy on Twitter to weigh in on Geppetto's drip? Me personally, I think it's a bit of a male fashion faux pas to have your hemline above your belt line. I think if you're going to do that, you got to go a little more audacious. You got to wear like a full crop top. You can't have just like a couple centimeters of shirt exposed down there if you got a vest. Lies of P, this dude wouldn't last a day on Reddit. Telling the truth is the only morally acceptable path. So true. You know what a burden it is to have been bald for like fucking 18 years? And you ever talk about anybody who's bald, people like, you're like, okay, here we go. You gotta know that I'm passionate about this discussion, otherwise I wouldn't subject myself to this shit for like literally, this is the 3rd fucking decade I've had to deal with this same fucking stupid joke over and over. Do you feel solidarity with other bald people? No, it's just a haircut. The worst part of being bald is that like not enough of you fuckers have gone bald yet. So I just keep getting the bald jokes, even though I've heard them since 2008. Like it just never ends, man. Like, can you imagine getting hit with the same joke for almost the entirety of your adult life? Why don't we take a chancey? Here we go. It's everything's a ligma in the modern day. Okay, I'm making it. Oh! I didn't think I would make it. So that's, I don't know, I guess my advice for baldness is like practice your fake laugh for when people who can't handle your honest reaction hit you with the same bald joke you've heard like 500 times, tell it to you, and you have to hit them with the Ron DeSantis. There's like, is the opposite of a crescendo a descendo, by the way? There's no descendo to it. It's called a decrescendo. Everybody that took high school band is like, this is my time. Why don't I just watch the final cutscene on YouTube? And then I can do what I really wanted to do in video gaming. Avoid playing the games, which takes forever, and instead just get involved in all the discourse online. You really put Lies of P above Tears of the Kingdom this year? Really? That's crazy. I'm blessed that my daughter allows me to listen to some music that I think is like half decent. But usually she hops in the car and then she's like, I don't want to listen to this, play Ghostbusters instead. And then if there's something strange in my neighborhood, who you gonna call? And then if I ever say Ghostbusters, she goes, why are you singing my part? I know, it's like, you're not allowed to say Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters, they fucked up when they made the song. It has no business being 4 minutes and 40 seconds long. Like, when you think it's almost over, it's less than half over, which is madness. Ghostbusters should not be 5 minutes long. That's crazy. It only has, the song has one idea. Do you think you could one-on-one a xenomorph with your bare hands? Are you guys even trying anymore? Like, that's just an insane question. Intelligently designed super predator with like a hard carapace made out of pure chitin and sulfuric acid for blood. A set of like prehensile jaws. But you got 5% on a bear? Yes, and the xenomorph has 0% on a bear. I mean, a 0% chance to lose. Ripley is like a messianic character. She had plot armor on her side. Also, like, I can't really remember, but I think by like the 3rd movie or the 4th movie, she's like the queen of the aliens. She's like half alien, half Ripley.
Oh, fantastic. The pipe fit like a glove. Well, like a pipe that fit.
Shut the fuck up, man. I still think it's like, it's so funny that when you start playing Ghostbusters on Spotify Shuffle, it plays Ghostbusters, and then the second song, it plays Ghostbusters. It's like if you go see Aqua in concert, you know they're playing Barbie Girl twice. Dr. Jones' Erasure? Listen, they're definitely playing Dr. Jones, and they're definitely playing Cartoon Heroes, but they're playing Barbie Girl twice is all I'm saying. Schrodinger's cat was made up to show how ridiculous it is? Bro, Malv, are you here? No, you're playing Baldur's Gate 3, so you're probably indisposed right now. Our 12th grade physics teacher was really good, but she fucking lied to us on that one. She definitely told us that Schrodinger's cat was like illustrative of how quantum mechanics works or something. Anyway, she was explaining it to me. She was like, the guy said, like, right now, something that's computationally difficult is like calculating the optimum route to take to a destination. Right now, like, when you tell your computer, like, hey, figure out the best way for me to get from my current position to the grocery store, it calculates like a million different possible routes and chooses the best one. But with a quantum computer, it wouldn't waste all of its time calculating anything but the best one. And I was like, this doesn't make any sense to me. How could it only calculate the best one? It's crazy no quantum computer can tell the difference between a Radiohead song and a Muse song. Well, human beings can, because if it's good, it's a Radiohead song. And if it's bad, it's a Muse song. I think I need to go to the blacksmith and upgrade my weapon. Because I feel like I'm at the point in like a Souls game where you should not be running a +0 default weapon you found in the dirt, right? Like we're past that now as a society. Why not? Well, you know, it's just a little embarrassing. My souls! I remember how to play video games. I'm insane, dude! A change has done me good, like Sheryl Crow. Are you gonna watch the GameStop stocks movie? 0% chance. Is it, be honest with me, is it coming out in theaters or is it one of those ones that's like, on Paramount Plus, day one, you wouldn't believe the crazy story behind the invention of Harvest Cheddar Sun Chips. You thought that partially hydrogenated corn oil snack that you've been eating for years was just something they cooked up in the damn laboratory? No, man, there's a sordid history behind the Harvest. Don't even get me started. At the end of the movie, Samuel L. Jackson shows up and he's got a green bag of Sun Chips, and you're like, oh, what the hell's going on with this green bag? And he's like, I think I'll call you French onion. And then it fades to black and you're like, oh shit. How insane is it that Jack Nicholson was the Joker, man? How insane is it that Robert De Niro is in The War on Grandpa? He's literally just a guy. He's literally strong as fuck, bro. No! I had him. Yeah, it's crazy that Robert De Niro is going to be playing Travis Bickle in an Uber ad. Please no. You know what? I'm realizing this is not a Perry area. This is a Dodge area. Look at the value we're getting out of the Dodge here. Like Ray Romano is so upset to live across the street from his parents in the show Everybody Loves Raymond. He's got beautiful kids, a stable job in like print media that doesn't even exist anymore, a loving hot wife and a supportive family, plus a 7'5" police officer brother, so he's above the law. Like what is Ray Romano complaining about, man? When your daughter hit 2, did she start getting physically violent, like kicking and hitting stuff? Yeah, a little bit. Every once in a while, she'll, you know, I'll be like, it's time for bed. And she'll be like, no. And she'll kind of smack me a little bit. And then I go crazy mode on her. I say, hey! Don't forget about the fact I'm like a silverback gorilla. If I wanted to, at any point, I could rip all the limbs off your torso, okay? It's because of my kindness and my respect for our family that we don't do that. But there's terms and conditions that we have to be beholden to. Also, I own you. We already knew that, though. Let's get in there. Let's get some damage done. That one's got to be pitch perfect. Call me Anna Kendrick the way that one's got to be pitch perfect. I'm insane. I'm actually crazy. He's going! He's going thermal mode. Wrong place to stand. Me personally, I prefer not to fight you like in the tar corner, but call me Lydia the way I be here anyway. I'm on fire. I'm gonna die because of my fire. Oh, we were so in there. The donkey head stays on during sex. Who's your favorite Dark Souls 1 boss? I would have to say Pinwheel. I think Pinwheel's always been emblematic of like good design. He's really scary too, because I've never seen him actually do an attack. What if we just popped one? Sanest ult of all time. Go in. Go in! Go in! That was a crazy ult, bro! This looks like I'm about to start playing vertiginous golf. I love that everything in this game is named psychotically, like J.R.R. Tolkien was hopped up on NyQuil, but then all the weapons are called Big Pipe Wrench. People were abusing NyQuil as a sleep aid because it's so effective. They took out all the shit that is bad for you and left the parts of it that sedate you and started selling that shit as Z-Quil. Are you telling me they can just do that? Can't they do that with like more drugs then? Can't you take out like the negative parts of like Adderall and then release it over the counter and we could all get a little boost throughout the day? How does that relate to the JFK assassination? I don't know, okay? I'm just saying. What about the bread price fixing? Well, I guess that's the thing about a conspiracy theory, right? Is like once it becomes the truth, it's no longer a conspiracy theory. So I guess it's kind of like this, like a no true Scotsman type thing. What about the aliens in Mexico? Well, that's not a conspiracy theory. Those are real. If they were trying to trick people, they would have done a better job. The fact that they look so obviously fake is proof of the fact that they're obviously real. They look too fake to be fake. And that's why I think that the Kim Jong-un that Aiden Ross streamed with is the real Kim Jong-un. If it doesn't look much like Kim Jong-un, that's how you know it's really him, because he has plausible deniability. He's not going to get any blowback from the, Senate minority leader as a result of having his priorities twisted. Pretty scary. When you nut, but she's still sucking. So true. So true. My Twitter bio. I'm the first guy who ever said, when you nut, but she keeps sucking. You know what's crazy? It's actually such a funny line. I bet the person who said that had no idea how powerful it was going to be when they said it. Like, that's like inventing a magic spell that makes people laugh. Inventing a unique sentence that then becomes mimetic has to feel so fucking good. That's like, I don't even know. The closest thing I could think of is in Chants of Sonar, when you correctly surmise the definition of a word. And you're like, of course! Like a light bulb goes off. So it does seem like Honkai Star Rail is like a real game. It does look too complicated for my liking, though. Some people must love complicated mechanics in games. I'm just saying that if any of you fuckers were around in 1500 when they made chess, it would be like, we're giving all of the pieces some hit points now, and then you can get equipment, you can get relics from chess that you can place onto your pawns that have them, they can actually move 2 spaces diagonally now, but only if they're against someone who doesn't have the Heart of Tarrasque equipped. Call me true crime documentaries the way I almost missed the staircase. Season 1 of Making a Murderer captured a nation, okay? Came out season 2. Lawyers out here like trying to get lip prints off the back of the dude's bumper. I was like, oh, he did that shit. Season 2, the lawyer was like, Your Honor, he had diarrhea during the time the murders were taking place, so he couldn't have possibly committed the murder. I'm like, oh, fuck. He fucking did that shit, man. By the way, has Chibley returned from his flight yet? I need to hear how he did with the drink 2 to 3 beers and take a lot of snacks on the flight tech. I ate an entire bag of hot fries for like 20 minutes next to an elderly lady, stained my fingers the entire trip. Okay, but how did you feel while you were eating the hot fries? You clearly did not understand the assignment. So I did not say buy a bag of hot fries. I said buy like 8 bags of chips. You screwed me on this one. Holy dude. The Kingsman. Oh! So worth. I think Kate and I went on that cruise, and when I came back, everyone was like, oh, the Lies of P demo is so good. And I was like, really? Pinocchio Bloodborne. But then, with God as my witness, it's actually like really good. This boss definitely looks like the kind of person who, when you shook their hand, would say, well met. He's really kicking my ass, huh? Who is this in Pinocchio? This is Jiminy Cricket, I think, before he wished upon a star. There's two things that bother me about AI, three things. One is the promises of how much it's going to change our lives before it's changed our lives. Secondly, with using AI to supersede human-created art. The third one is that the people that I see that are most evangelical about AI seem to be running in the same circles as the people who were extremely evangelical 3 years ago about crypto completely changing the world. My ass is not going to be like, oh, my CIBC checking account is going to be running on the Ethereum blockchain in 2024. You got to show me, man. Well, I'm at the point now, when we were at Science World, I was losing my mind because I took my kid to use the potty, and the whole bathroom, they've gotten rid of all mechanical pumps in the bathroom, okay? It's got the Dyson one where you just put your hands in like you're about to touch a plutonium rod. We need to go back to like the 1990s public bathroom setup. We don't need the electricity for this. We don't need the batteries. We don't need the sensors. We don't need the Wi-Fi chips, okay? We just need a button you can press. I'm stunned how well I slept on the couch. Kate's gonna have to find a different way to punish me. If she's ever like, you're sleeping on the couch tonight, I'll be like, no, don't do it. Don't make me sleep on the couch. Wrapping my queen-size duvet completely around my body because the couch is the size of a single bed. Getting cozy as fuck. God is my witness. I'm just being real with you. I forgot what every single button on my controller did at the same time. In my head, I said, what's dodge? What's block? What's attack? I had no idea what I was gonna do. Look how bored of me. I did. I got factory reset like Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story 3. It's so funny that just parrying enough eventually staggers the boss. It is like he said, like, damn, shorty, okay. This guy, he's beatable. Sometimes you just gotta lean into the uncomfortable feeling that, like, I'm just not doing good enough. It's not like, oh, this boss is scissors and you've got paper equipment, bro. You gotta take your ass back to rock. This is the paper administration. I'm mashing every button I got. I was hitting block and attack at the same time. Butt fucked sounds funnier than fucked. Synergistic words is like the way like banana tastes good and peanut butter tastes good, but banana and peanut butter together taste totally different but better than either of them. Because I'm lying like pee. Me when I moved to Vancouver. You look like you enjoy Wilco. I just say, bro, it's like Yankee Hotel Foxtrot goes pretty hard, okay? I mean, Poor Places has some pretty experimental stuff at the end of the track, okay? If you weren't there when Yankee Hotel Foxtrot came out, then looking back at it like with revisionist history, you might not appreciate it as much as you did growing up in a post-9/11 soundscape where that was the most rebellious sound you could possibly muster and still manage to get on MTV as well. Dog told Sherman he can't time travel. Call that lies of PEA. What are you talking about? Lies of PEA. You thought the boss was done. Call that lies of P. So the game is basically Bloodborne 2 then? Somewhere between a Bloodborne and a Dark Souls for sure. Because like it's exactly what I want out of a Souls-inspired game, which is that it tries almost nothing new and instead just replicates the franchise that I already know and love. Lords of the Fallen did it first? Yeah, but this is like at least 2 times as good as Lords of the Fallen. This is like how if you want to listen to Radiohead but your friend puts on Muse, you would be like, if I squint my ears, I can kind of hear it. They gave me 8 McNuggets. I ordered 9 Madge. This is PSYOP. This is a false flag operation. McDonald's does not sell any permutation that allows you to get 9 nuggets. They don't sell the nuggets a la carte. Europeans be like, American serving sizes are crazy. In Europe, we only get 9 McNuggets instead of 10. Just wait till Europe discovers the Cheesecake Factory. 1,400 calorie garden salad. Like what are they? They're like engineering like trans fat lettuce in a laboratory. It do be tasty though. You need lubrication, honey. My kielbasa sausage has just got to perform. Did you see Tim Scott tweet, I was feeling hungry. Luckily I saw the golden arches. And then it's a picture of him eating a hamburger. And then someone else, like another verified politician, replied and said, McDonald's food is consistent and always alleviates my hunger. These are two robots discussing food, right? What kind of AI-ass comment is McDonald's is always consistent and alleviates my hunger? Like, it's people be like, dude, social media is so easy these days. You can outsource everything to ChatGPT. Meanwhile, ChatGPT is writing shit for you like, McDonald's is so consistent and always alleviates my hunger. You've said the same thing about McDonald's? I didn't say... You see, this is why the world is actually going to be doomed by AI. You would never catch me saying some robot shit like that. McDonald's is consistent and always alleviates your hunger. No, fucking C-, see me after class. This might be a controversial take, but when you're hungry, food hits different. At least being a barista at Starbucks must suck. Because instead of making like flat whites all day, you're making fucked up like pink sparkle unicorn fraps that you don't even have a recipe for. It's just like somebody on TikTok made that shit up. It's got like 90 instructions. That sounds annoying as hell. I did see the TikTok of the guy who... in his percolator, his coffee maker, he filled up the filter all the way to the top with coffee grounds. Then instead of water, he poured 2 different cans of Monster. He poured himself a cup, and then instead of like cream, he poured a 5-hour energy into it. I hate when people are like, that would literally kill me. But I think that is one of the things where I'm like, I want to see a follow-up tweet that's like, hey guys, my heart exploded and I'm dead in heaven now. Is there a better weapon that offers ancillary decay resist? Now listen, you didn't do anything wrong. But this is where Kevin Hart steps in and says, ancillary decay resist? Bitch, this is Dark Souls. Take your Excel spreadsheet ass back to Final Fantasy 14. We going 3,000 in this bitch. You know another thing that's crazy on Twitter? Once every 8 months, Tim Allen, who has the most secure job of all time because Pixar will never stop making Toy Story related films, jeopardizes his entire career by tweeting something insane. And in the replies for his most recent insane tweet, it's a bunch of people, it's the worst joke of all time. It's basically the I identify as an attack helicopter joke from a so-called professional comedian. So many of the replies are people saying, this made my day, and then a gif of Tim Allen on Home Improvement. And literally in every single gif, it's him holding like a power tool and going, huh, 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 huh. Don't tell me that's not the real Tim Allen, Chib. Come on, don't tell me I got baited twice. I don't like you. I don't like you, I like the other guy. No! Me when season 6 of Mystery Science Theater 3000 hits. Extremely P voice. I am the 15th letter of the alphabet. We're back with more lies of P. I could easily count which letter of the alphabet P is, but instead I Googled it. And the messed up thing is that it saved me probably like 4 seconds in doing it. But I also got served 9 advertisements simultaneously. This is why the United States of America is the most powerful economic force on earth. Just me Googling that question added like 11 cents to the GDP. That's capitalism, baby. I saw a Coney tweet, and I've never empathized or sympathized with a streamer's tweet more. He said, sometimes I feel like I'm laying it on too thick for a bit on Twitch, and then I see the reaction to it, and I realize, I mean, now I'm paraphrasing, but essentially, you cannot make a punchline obvious enough on this website. You have to hit them with the Rainier Wolf Castle at the end and go, that's the joke.
You suck, McBain!
Nice sweater, thank you. $9.99 H&M. Who gives a frick if I go blind? I ain't need to see the price tag. I'm dead. I'm extremely alive. And I'm in your house, killing your dudes. Get out of here, Dr. Octopus! Okay, this is not where I wish to engage in fisticuffs with you. Okay, I guess I'll just die to the dad from Little House on the Prairie. Wait, is Jason Aldean the head of the United Auto Workers, or am I confused? Jason Derulo has just fallen down the stairs of the United Auto Workers strike in Dearborn, Michigan. The bear respawns every time? Yeah, I'm familiar. Did you know you can use your souls to either purchase items or alternatively to level up your statistics? I don't want to bum you guys out, but do you ever think about the fact that you'll never be 13 years old in 2017 and then see a tweet that says Fortnite Battle Royale just dropped, and by the way, it's free, and then you go try it out for yourself, and it's the greatest summer vacation of your entire life? Where's the bear? Don't say Disney Plus. It's on Hulu, not in Canada, motherfucker. Jesus Christ. Well, I get annoyed at the self-checkout, because honestly, there's some people at the self-checkout that have no business being there. Did you know at Uniqlo, apparently, this is secondhand information from Joe Weisenthal, apparently at Uniqlo, you can just put your basket of clothes on the scanner and it will scan everything for you. You don't have to scan the items individually. That's crazy, dude. Whatever happened to that the Amazon grocery store, man? That you're just supposed to be able to put the stuff in your cart and then walk out. It seemed like that was coming out like next year, 10 years ago. You a bacon or a breakfast sausage sort of guy? I think the flavor of bacon is better than the flavor of breakfast sausage, but 2 slices of bacon is not enough to sate my desire for meat at a breakfast. So I order the sausage, and then I'm like, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm insulted by the sausage, but or disappointed, but when I'm eating it, I'm like, oh man, I really wish like this sausage tasted like bacon. People will post like, I just got an $11 taco from Taco Fino and look at it. And I'm like, brother, you see the prices before you pay for the food. If you don't want to pay $11 for a taco, walk out and go to a different restaurant, man. Bring it on. Remember, you only get the privilege of beating this guy once. We should savor it as much as we can. Why is everyone trying to kill Pinocchio? British dudes be like, unhand me. British dudes be like, you what? British dudes be like, seize him? What about saying things that British people say but not in a British accent? Hello, governor. Rest in peace. Go on then. So true. It sounds so weird to say it. How often does a person typically eat a French fry sandwich? Because that's so funny to me. You mean a chip buddy? Yeah. Like a French fry sandwich with like HP sauce on it. Did you eat Greg's in London? I did. And without any sense of irony, it was actually one of the best meals I had in London. I'm sorry to inform you, I think I might have to attack the boss to kill him. We say aluminum, but we should be saying aluminium, right? Like that's the way it's spelled. Now I will say aluminum because I don't want to be beaten to death with hammers outside of the damn Save On Foods, but it's none of your business how many hours I played Midnight Suns. That's between me and God. You didn't make me, ergo you can't break me. You didn't build me, so you can't kill me. Get out of here, lady. You stink. I spent 100 hours in Midnight Suns. It was a pretty great game. Marvel's Midnight Suns is a great game. It suffers from 2 problems. It came out at peak anti-Marvel sentiment because it's where the Marvel Cinematic Universe fumbled the bag and made like 3 middling movies in a row, which allowed the haters to get leverage. And then secondarily, it's made by Firaxis, which means they made that instead of XCOM 3. So people have built-in resentment towards it. If you can get over those 2 things, it's a great game. When I'm watching someone play Civilization, I'm like, bro, what the hell am I doing? They're all more watchable than SAP. Demonstrably false. SAP is the #1 hit at the box office still, 3 years after its release. Martin Scorsese just jealous. Martin Scorsese's still salty that he didn't get the Ant-Man job. Let me ask this, bro. The Cantina band, because they make jizz music. We're gonna cancel that alien with the freak mouth that goes, whoa! We're gonna cancel that. Sorry, Gen Z. Sorry, we're not perfect. Sorry, in the 70s we made cool movies where like a weird orange alien with a pharyngeal jaw goes, ooh. Luckily, I'm from Canada, so there's nothing to make fun of up here. Hey, did you know that they gave a standing ovation to someone who was a member of the Waffen-SS last week? Bro, people make mistakes, okay? Who among us hasn't accidentally led a standing ovation for a Nazi in the House of Government, okay? Who among us isn't guilty of that? Let those of us without sin cast the first stone, okay? Every once in a while, you know, you'll be at like a festival or something and they'll be like, give it up for this dude. He's like the Duke of fucking hamburgers circa 1951. Previously, I clapped because I don't want to be the only asshole not clapping. Now I'm like, I don't know what this fucker did during the Vietnam War. I'm keeping my hands to myself. Until I read his Wikipedia article, I'm not giving him my applause. I don't want to be... If they ever have footage of this event, I want to make sure that I have the moral high ground. And if a dude has like 3 ex-wives, you're like, I'm not clapping for this guy. Come on. If a dude's old as fuck, but he's only been married once, you're like, bro, living legend. Let's go. Oh, I would like to be Dick Van Dyke if he played Aaron Burr in the 1955 version of Hamilton. I'd like to be in the room where it happened, the room where it happened. I would like to be in the room where it happened. He rolls his hat down on his hand and then flips it back up on his head. Oh, dude, British Hamilton would be a sick... They should get on that. Dude, I mean, I just found out all that fucked up shit about Oppenheimer. I thought he was just a base communist, but it turns out he invented the damn nuke. And still people are going to see this movie and saluting the flag when it appears, all this propaganda. Wait until the Napoleon movie comes out. Here's the thing. I thought he was just a real cool guy who hated the bourgeoisie. Did you know he killed a bunch of people? Like a lot of people. Yeah, he ate ass, but like, I don't know how many murders that atones for, but Napoleon's got that number cleared, I'll tell you that much. Use throwables to finish him off. Motherfuckers be like, yeah, I got a tip for Dark Souls. Farm up 1,500 souls by killing the most basic hollow, and then go buy a short bow and 100 arrows. Use the short bow to shoot the dragon outside of Undeadburg on the bridge. If you kill him with the arrows, you'll get a sword called the Drake Sword that is a very effective sword that you can use almost up to the midpoint of the game. Bring it on. Come on, man. You know who you're talking to here? I drank a Coke Zero because of you and I'd like an apology. Shirt stir. You're the same person who was there. They were not piecing together the levels of irony from the stream. The only genuine thing I've ever said on this stream is Coke Zero's delicious. If you like Coke and you don't like Coke Zero, I honestly, you either have the most discerning palate of all time, which is unlikely considering you stan a soda, or you're putting on airs. By the way, how do we phrase this? Someone said you must be missing the gene that makes aspartame taste like shit. When did we start talking about having adaptive phenotypes as missing something? It seems like you're missing not having the gene that makes it taste fucking sick, bro. You got some busted ass genes. You can't appreciate a diet soda? That sucks for you, honestly. You're taking in 130 calories for a can of something that tastes worse. Intoxication is a crime, but everyone's doing it all the time. That must be like the most broken law in history, right? Like, I feel like that it might even be more broken than jaywalking. Jerry Seinfeld trying and failing to come up with his first new joke since 1981. I don't get it! Like, what are you gonna tell me next? Kevin Spacey's a bad dude? I know! Nobody's patting him on the back. Nobody's saying attaboy. OJ did that shit. Yeah, we're over it. It's so funny that O.J. Simpson turned down the role of the Terminator. Wait, is that true? I just read it as if it was true. But I love the idea of O.J. Simpson being the Terminator. He was turned down for it? What the hell does that mean? Like I was turned down for the role of Star-Lord in Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, they didn't fucking ask. Landmines would go hard in this fight. Listen, go back to Assassin's Creed 6 Fires of Rubicon, okay?
Bring it on.
Around here, we play Souls games. Anytime you criticize it, a bunch of dudes with Trigun anime avatars come out of the woodwork to tell you actually, well, before From Software became famous, they were actually known for Armored Core, so it's actually illegal to criticize it. It's illegal to not like it, actually, because they did that before they did Dark Souls. Every squad got one dude that sleeps in the bathtub, one dude who is an Armored Core stan. Every squad's got one, man. One dude who's Dracula. One old dude with Sharpie hair. You forgot I'm him. Like, you want me playing Monster Hunter the way that you think I would play Monster Hunter. But I'll tell you what is gonna happen when I play Monster Hunter. I'll be fucking farming a pink turtle for like 80 hours trying to get a rib drop. Oh, I got a proboscis instead. Pterosaur proboscis? Parasaur proboscis again? Then you would say, hey, have you ever thought about wearing the Ornithopter's blade gear for this? It gives you plus 3% resistance to echoes. And I'd say, shut the fuck up, dude. I'm gonna use the sword they gave me at the start of the game. You piece of crap. Like, don't you think it's a little much? Like, in the first movie, I'm not a proponent of the castle doctrine, but in the first movie, they literally try to rob Macaulay Culkin's house. But in the second movie, he just witnesses them robbing a toy store, which is a bad action, but he didn't have to convince them to follow him back to his aunt's brownstone in New York, where he set it up like a murderous jigsaw type mousetrap. He electrocuted Marv so bad we could see his bones, bro. That's not okay. This guy should be in prison. And then you'll be like, focus on the game. And I'll be like, shut your fuck up. Is it true that Jigsaw put someone in a saw trap for being suicidal? What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Apparently in another Saw movie, a dude gets put in a saw trap because he's a smoker. I mean, I'm not a fan of secondhand smoke, but I don't think the man should have to, like, you know, eat his own lung to escape or something like that. Hold. Heal. Huge. It doesn't take long to stab yourself with the heel in this game. This ain't Estus, you know? You don't have to gulp it. It's not carbonated. It's flat water. Bears make money, bulls make money, pigs get slaughtered. Okay, Warren Buffett. Bears make money, bulls make money. Smart pigs set up a hedge fund where they get paid 2 and 20, okay? Then they make money too, and the clients get slaughtered. The windmills are driving the whales crazy, folks. They are. This sounds maybe like insane, but can you imagine how annoying it would be in some ways to be Taylor Swift? Like, your ass actually can't go anywhere without being accosted. And yeah, like, she owes her fans her livelihood, but like, she can't like go out to a restaurant or something. She'll have like a crowd of like 1,000 people standing at the front door of the restaurant. She's just like, she can't even go to Chipotle, bro. Is it even worth it? Exactly. Keep relaxing, please. Get on.
Oh, what the fuck, dude? You killed her brother, you fucking dick! You fucking asshole!
Of course, that's why they call me the Terminator. Europeans be like, here's my impression of America. The store is 200 meters away. Let me hop in my teleporting device. No, it's drizzling. Let me fetch in the das teleporten. I have 3 quarts. In America, we just piss out the window, brother. Yeehaw! Most average husband. So true. Husbands always be like, my wife's dead. Before you ask, no, I had nothing to do with it. I think I am a compulsive drinker, but not of alcohol, just of fluid. Like, if that's why I get mad at a restaurant sometimes. They keep filling the water up. I keep drinking the water. do you want some more water? And I'm like, no, I'm good. And then they go, here, we're going to give you some more anyway. And I'm like, lady, I'm going to be pissing my pants on the drive home. I'm on the Chris Pratt diet. So true. Is Lies of P the best Dark Souls game? No. But it is the best Dark Souls game that I have played that is not from Software. I do think it's better than Dark Souls 2 as of right now. But he's blue, bro. Okay, phase 2. Phase 2, he's swiping. What the heck is this? Dr. Octopus? The European mind can't possibly conceive of the power of monkey bread. Don't wanna eat your monkey bread. Zoomers love kratom. Whatever happened to huff and glue? The closer you get to dick skin, the harder it is to get your skin to look like the skin of your dick, man. Dick skin December is when your body fat gets so low that the skin all over your body is as thin as the skin on your, resembles the same thickness as the skin on your penis. And you have to do it in December. I know it's not the best month for it because it's the holidays. It sounds made up. Well, I invented it, and I've never done it. So I guess if that means it's made up, then sure, it's made up. Who are you, my moil? His work is in the room with us right now. His handiwork. Well, it's in the room with me right now. It shouldn't be in the room with you. Whoa! What's on the I was in the pool! No, they don't put the string around it and then put one end around the doorknob. That's when you gotta pull out your wisdom teeth. People are like, oh, this is gross, like stop talking about it. I'm like, I know it's gross, bitch, it's my body. Gen Z be like, Romeo, where Fortnite at, Romeo? That one, I'm just gonna be honest, sometimes I pretend to steal a joke from chat. I'm proud enough of that one that I want you to know that that came from my brain. Pretty inspiring. I want to be like this guy and still play games when I'm 54. I can't wait until your ass is like 31 and you start commiserating with other idiots your age about how like ever since you turned 30 it's all been downhill and your back hurts like a motherfucker. I'm gonna be out there at like age 38 being like, you stupid bitch. Buzz Lightyear has a laser beam on his posable right arm. Why are you having Woody throw his hat to defeat the giant Rilakkuma? Just use Buzz Lightyear's laser beam to neutralize the Rilakkuma. Is it okay to use your phone on the toilet? Yeah? Why wouldn't it be? That's like one of the best times to use your phone. Yeah, if you shower with your phone, you need to break the tether that it has on you. Like if you're a grown adult that you can't spend 10 minutes in the shower focusing on getting your body clean, you really gotta like figure that out. That's a serious problem. Your attention span has been microwaved. I shower with my phone and I'm gonna be a doctor next year, so shove it, Baldy. Yeah, but what specialty? What the hell does a doctor of biology do? Yep, that's a snail. Get frickin' real. It's not like that, okay? What is a doctor? What do you call a doctor of biology? Professor. Is anybody in chat a veterinarian who is a vet for farm animals but also eats beef? Like imagine being a veterinarian and like someone brings in a pet chicken and then you're like saving its life. You're like giving it a little chicken defibrillator or something like that. And then after you get home, you're like, what's for dinner? And they're like, oh, I got a rotisserie chicken at Costco. And you're like, I love that shit. You gotta admit, that'd be pretty funny. At least in North America, we basically only mastered cooking like in, I would say like the year 2008. When did they invent the chicken tender? You telling me we sent a man to the moon? A man to the moon? Sorry? You better not be unservable when I get there. We sent a man to the moon before we invented the chicken tender? I mean, that's just insane. Buzz Aldrin brought KFC gravy on the Apollo 11 flight just in case there were aliens on the moon. He knew that you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar, and you catch more aliens with KFC gravy than you do with rocks. If there's one thing I know, it's that, bro, what are you doing in the foyer? You're screwing up the function. You're scaring the Pinocchios. I'm the best, man. I did it. I'm dead. I'm not dead. Who's P? Why is he lying? It's crazy that there is an answer to both of those questions that makes sense. He's lying because his ass is Pinocchio. Bosses in games have become so unoriginal. Is Lies of P too original or too unoriginal to actually qualify for top 10 on Game of the Year list? Brother, shut the fuck up. We'll go on the Arby's, okay? Andre 3000 has changed his name to Andre 4000. Oh, man. And Big Boy changed his name to Big They Them. People are asking me, like, what's your 5-year plan? And I'm like, brother, I don't even know my 5-hour plan at this point. I think most people have a core belief that all people should be treated equally. The difference is some people are like, I'm suffering, so you should also suffer. Whereas I'm like, I'm pogging, everybody else should be pogged. I think you should get more holidays off too, quite frankly. Okay, I'm gonna fight this guy for 3 hours. We've never seen that attack before. Okay, I think I got one more in me. Me when I'm Moomin Rider and I pass NL on the Peloton. I mean, I got my own bone to pick with Moomin Rider. My bone to pick with Moomin Rider is why is it that the first ride you're in every day, you always PB, and then the second ride you in, it's like your legs broke. Yeah, little bro thinks it's Gattaca for real. He didn't save anything for the swim back. You can get a little acid on him, get a little decay. And I'm not talking about Donkey Kong. How about some of this? Oh, I'm dead. That was good though, that was good! Why does he have no ulti? Excuse me, my ulti is when I apply toothpaste to my, my toothpick. There's my ult cake. You like what you see? I'm taking this dude to Stagger City. We're gonna beat this guy. We're gonna get his... I'm told that his weapon is the ideal weapon. Maybe if you took the absence makes the heart grow fonder energy and you applied it when I was actually here, I wouldn't need to take so many vacations. Lisa from Twice can be out here at the Electric Horse in Paris and everyone's like, oh, she's serving mother energy. I'm so happy for her. Meanwhile, my ass is like, I need a little bit of rest and relaxation time or I'm gonna like literally lose my mind. And people are like, no brother, play shit we don't care about anymore. Imagine how good beef jerky must feel when it gets put in your mouth after spending so much time in that dry ass bag. That tweet is pretty good, but like if you hear a song on the radio, there's like a 85% chance, if not more, that it's bad. So like the second you start to be like, oh no, they're playing like a shitty song on the radio, you should remind yourself, oh yeah, it's the radio. What I wouldn't give for this little stick poking device to have about 25% more range. Length. That's a good way to describe it. Same. Nothing has ever been as greedy as I was right there. These headphones are fucking squeezing the shit out of my head. And now that I'm skinnier, it leaves the dent. It should be the opposite, right? It should be, it's just bone and skin up there now. Hang on, I'm going Jamie Lee Curtis on this guy. Why'd they make Pinocchio look like Timothy Chalamet? Pinocchio already looked more like Timothy Chalamet than he looked not like Timothy Chalamet. He's nowhere near me. Honestly, I didn't even know what I was looking at that time. We're knocking on the damn door. He's too blue to read? I mean, the dude he was positively covered with tooth whitening material. Has he fought White Lady yet? Brother, you blink and you missed it with White Lady. As soon as I saw her, I said she's weak to back shots. Yeah, look, he's scared. He's backing it up. He knows. He knows it's not going 3,000. I got the fluoride toothpaste. Get coats. Yummy! The hell? It was so easy? It wasn't hard at all? I know what, you think I'm gonna use this piece of garbage? Like, look at this, looks like a sword you would buy at medieval times. Do you know on the Disney cruise ship, they have a diamond store? They were trying to sell Kate hard on like a diamond ring, and I was like, you're barking up the wrong tree. You know she's 31 years old, right? She's not 131 years old. What is a borderline Zoomer gonna do with a fucking diamond ring? She already has an engagement ring and a wedding ring. See, you've got your engagement ring and you've got your wedding ring. Those are called your petty rings or something like that. And I was like, uh-huh. And then she was like, to round out your, first off, as an insult, but secondly, to round out your diamond essentials, all you need is one more diamond ring, a diamond necklace, and a diamond bracelet. And I said, what the hell? Literally, we were just walking by the store, and all of a sudden, she's like, can I put you down for 3 pieces of diamond jewelry? And I'm like, nobody outside of the diamond industry has ever heard of these rules. You need to get like there's a set bonus that comes from having 5 pieces of diamond merchandise.
But I still dream of those memories. I'm curious.
This is like when you meet a middle-aged Midwesterner in the hotel elevator. How's it going, brother? Hey, just so you know, I'm a Vietnam vet, so I'm a little hard of hearing in this year. Why don't you check this out? It rolls up pant leg. Check that out. I took a little slip yesterday on my hike. That's why you got to be careful on vacation. They took me down to the hospital. Not what I saw headed for me in Hawaii. But anyway, we're having a good time. All right, y'all take care now. I'm like, what the hell? What do they put in the water in Michigan, man? It's crazy. Doghead man. Doghead man.
Oh, it's you.
I mean, the dog head looks so legit, man. Like, he looks like a fucking dog. When I had the donkey head on, it was clearly something I got from Party City. Spirit Halloween. But this guy is a damn German Shepherd. Lower durability, higher weight, but it already has better damage than my +6, and it's got to have better range. It's like double your damage. Oh, man. You have one of my favorite clips ever that I've ever seen on Twitch. Okay, here we go. So is it me accidentally spraying a hate symbol in the gulag and then trying to spray over it, but then the sprays stop working? Or is it the one where I get incredibly, embarrassingly scared by a Minecraft silverfish? Pantry moths are fucked. It's almost impossible to get rid of them. Anything that's flour-based needs to go in the freezer for at least 3 days to kill it. What the hell? Really? That's horrific, man. Yes, you should freeze your grains. Oh my god. Just when you think you're on the top of the food chain, you find out about pantry moths. Of all the courses in an X-course dinner, dessert is the worst. I'm sorry to say it. Entree, really good. Appetizer, possibly the best. Whatever just a plate of lettuce is, that's the worst course. You guys are getting terrible salad courses. You gotta figure that shit out. There's some absolutely wonderful salads out there. A wedge salad, a caprese, You're gonna look at a caprese salad and say this is garbage? I would take an extra salad course over a dessert course, though it may drive you insane. I don't know if that's what it means to have truly given up on my inner child. But even as a kid, I didn't even like dessert that much. I would have definitely taken an extra, like 2 chicken tenders instead of a scoop of vanilla ice cream. I've tried a lot of them. I've had creme brulee. I looked at it and I said, this is some of the most delicious looking stuff in my life. This is the tastiest food of all time. And then I ate the shit that was under it, the mattress foam, and I was like, get that out of here. Just serve me the brulee. I don't want the creme. Can I get brulee, hold the creme? Love them. Give me a steak and kidney pie. Give me a fish pie or something like that. Apple pie though? Not interested. I think I'm a new kind of man. I think I'm like a sophisticated garbage. There were like 17 toddlers with runny noses at our house. 2 days later, we were like, let's get on a cruise ship. Norovirus. Listen, on paper, I understand the appeal of norovirus. It is one of the fastest ways to lose weight. having gone through it in January. Even though it was only like 36 hours long, I would rather do it the slow way. It was really, really unpleasant. We have progressed past the need for bugs. We have ChatGPT now. Can't we just like code something that keeps the biosphere in balance? Because I'm sick of seeing these fucking mosquitoes and cockroaches and stuff like that. I'm okay with bees, but I kind of resent bees. We're in Van Dusen Botanical Gardens. Your ass is like hovering around me. You know how I know mosquitoes are good at what they do? No one's ever like, we gotta save the mosquitoes. Those fuckers pulled themselves up by their bootstraps. They're saving themselves. Geese, honestly, I don't know if this is known outside of Canada, but we hate geese. The reason people hate them now is because they shit everywhere. Honestly, can I say something? This is probably going to offend, I don't know, like 4 billion people worldwide. If your language has masculine and feminine words, get it together. It's 2023, okay? First off, it's very heteronormative. Secondly, who's fucking got time for that? Sorry, we can't seat you until your whole party is here. When did they start with that shit? Am I right? Feels like you used to get seated. You could just say, hey, 7 of us are gonna go get a drink at the bar. Mom, you go grab a table. Your mom would roll up and be like, we got a table for 8? Now we got a table for 12? Oh, there's only 11 of you. We can't seat you till your whole party is here. Punish him. Don't punish the 11 of us. My friend had a baby and I sent him an NL clip because I had no advice. I got a 15-month-old. I love him, but he's very exhausting. That's where I'm at too. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I would do anything for my daughter. But then I got to think, like, if she asked me to kill somebody, would I do it? Well, no, unless that person did something, and then maybe, I don't know. I'd have to ask Liam Neeson. My ass is out here improving like for hours on end in a voice that hurts my throat. 3 different voices that hurt my throat, and you're out there in like your toy kitchen, like cooking up some microplastics. Like, I don't understand. If I try to teach her how to play chess, she's literally just gonna knock all the pieces off the board. And then I'm gonna like be like, don't do that, and then she's gonna laugh and she's gonna do it again. Like, it takes a long time for kids to not be like really dumb. Her brain is worse than my brain. It's just an objective fact. Part of your brain that's like, I know we have an I Heart Huckabee's director box in here somewhere. Just give me a minute. Like, it doesn't have access to the VAR, but it knows that it exists at the same scope. So then that motherfucker's out there crawling through every neuron, like, and you can almost sometimes, the second thing that's crazy is you can be like, wait a minute, I almost have it. That's crazy. Like, you could be like, hang on, the little dude in my brain is almost at the right filing cabinet, and then you go, David O. Russell. Oh, I knew it. That's fucking weird, dude. My little dude about to be off the payroll. Some days my little dude off the damn perk. I don't really know what it means, but I'm not like a Muppets guy. I've just never really been exposed to them that much, except as a kid I did see Muppet Treasure Island and Muppet Christmas Carol in theaters, but I was like 7, right? So I didn't really, I laughed, but I was mostly just because it's puppets. We watched Muppets Most Wanted. They go on a world tour, right? They go to Berlin, and they're playing at a little hole-in-the-wall concert venue, and outside, because it's in Germany, you got to know this part, outside of the venue, the sign says Die Muppets, and then the 2 old dudes says, looks like the reviews came out early. I was like, I laughed for like at least 2 minutes straight. If you're 25 or older and you're not addicted to something, something's wrong with you. I don't want to be moralized to by some motherfucker with a platinum Honkai Star Rail account just because I'm having an oat milk latte, okay? We gotta hire, next Souls game, we gotta hire a normal motherfucker to name all the stuff. Spinning back fist, what do you think this is, the national pillow fight competition? Just some advice from one gamer to another, try not telegraphing your attacks so much. Like Kate would always prepare like a bunch of Halloween gift bags and stuff like that, and then it would be like, well, looks like over the next 3 months, some motherfucker's got to eat 90 bags full of candy. That's me. I'm the motherfucker. Leave the bowl out? I'll leave the bowl out. I'm not afraid of like leaving candy outside. I know the idea is like, what if some jerk comes along and just steals all the candy? Okay, what if some jerk comes along and like smashes my windows, you know? What if some jerk comes along and steals all the candy, then I'm out like $8. Like I'll get over it. It's not that big of a deal. Like 16-year-olds think they're so cool. Check it out. I stole $8 worth of fun size of Reese's peanut butter cups. You know what's cool? Doing 2 hours of Peloton rides every morning. Taking care of yourself. Back in my day, we were public urinating all over the place. Like, if you're gonna do a crime, at least put your balls on the line, okay? There's no risk of being caught and there's no reward. Fucking steal a car. Multiple people in our neighborhood came over just to talk to me. Like I was emitting vibes that other suburbanites find irresistible. There was another dude who was amazed with your leaf blower. Well, okay, there was an old dude came over and said, hey, you got a battery-powered one. I say, yeah, it's pretty good. He said, how long does it last? And I said, oh, it lasts about 15 minutes, but as you can see, I got a second battery pack just so it doesn't run out on me. And he said, that's pretty smart. Then he, pulled out his nuts, basically, and said, I've got an electric one, but I just use an extension cord to plug it in so it doesn't run out. And I was like, okay, Grandpa, I see you. I see you with the... I'm out here using antiquated battery technology. This guy, he's living in the 30th century. Can I tell you something? My mom left some snacks when she was here. This is a snack, it's called Skinny Pop. The flavor of Skinny Pop is pure popped perfection, which is a nice way of saying plain. Skinny Pop is bad. Skinny Pop is the best. Skinny Pop is Kino. I love Skinny Pop. It's OP. You guys are crazy. It's horrible. I mean, it's fine because it's just corn at the end of the day, but it's just nothing. The homeschooled kid already licked all the cheddar cheese powder off. No, I wouldn't want to hit the spliff with Joanna Newsom. She'd start talking about some shit that would be completely impenetrable in the moment. You know, she'd start cooing and mewing and stuff like that, and you'd be like, what the hell was in that? She's got purple haze all over her brain, man. Can't understand what she's saying. So I'd say Lil Tay, Jojo Siwa, Stacey Ferguson, maybe Nicole Scherzinger from the Pussycat Dolls. A circle can have like an unlimited amount of points, right? Grimes? Yeah, sure, why not? I'm sorry, like I know Grimes has made some good music. I think it's crazy how I used to be like the meanest motherfucker I know, and now I haven't changed at all. If anything, I've got like a little meaner, but like I'm the nicest motherfucker on this website now, which is crazy. Except for the really weird people who are like never say anything mean. But like Grimes is not invited to the blunt rotation. Because you have to be stupid to have fallen in love with Elon Musk. I did see that he said he would give Wikipedia $1 billion if they changed their name to Dickopedia. Say what you will, he is very funny. I just can't imagine being 46 years old and being like, check out this AI-generated Pixar meme that references like pornography. It's hilarious. I think if you get got by a bot, that bot gets to take over your life in society because they are going to do more with it. Sorry if that offends you. You trade places with the bot. You become the bot. Now that doesn't mean you're toast. It just means you're in the gulag. You have to then trick another human being when you're in bot mode into thinking that you're a human being, and then you take their spot. I'm not going down like that. Maybe in 5-10 years, you'll catch me in the gulag. I'll be like, I got by someone that said something that I already agreed with what they said, and that let my guard down. My own bias made me lose my skepticism, and now you find me in the AI gulag. What if Pixar made a movie that wasn't appropriate? Oh, a crying emoji is the fucking funniest. What if a fucking dog was a fucking cat, bro? Holy shit. Can you even say that? Dogs are not cats, man. That would be crazy. What are you gonna say? What if a baby was a boss? Let's not go crazy, okay? Every restaurant, in my opinion, should have the Korean-style buzzer on the table, so that if you're ready, you sit down. When you're ready to order, you press the buzzer. They bring the food. If you need something else, you press the buzzer. You don't have to wait for the server to come back and say, hey, do you guys need anything? How are those first few bites treating you? You just, you ignore me until I hit the buzzer. I hit the buzzer and ask you for the bill, we're good to go. If someone's in the restaurant, mash it on the buzzer, you say, here's the bill, get out of my restaurant. We can have nice things, man. Fuck you. I deserve nice things. I can handle it. Just because some fucking 16-year-old can't stop himself from pressing the button. We would save minutes collectively every year with this buzzer technology, I'm telling you. Oh wait, this commentary is quite bad? What the hell, man? We're saving society one insane idea at a time. What do you want from me? Kate was watching a video about a Souls game, and I said to myself when I was watching it, I was like, oh, this must be modded, because it says enemy felled. No Souls game says enemy felled when you kill the boss. Turns out, she was just Elden Ring. That's what it says when you kill the bosses in Elden Ring. Just completely like erased from my memory. This must be sad, because people are starting to be nice to me. Like the third time you die against the boss, people are like, focus, dumbass. You were fighting them for like an hour and a half. People are like, wow, you're doing pretty well. For someone who games on stream, I am kind of a non-gamer, I suppose. Everybody's a non-gamer. Till it's dinner time and she wants sushi again? Listen, Mad Dog, speak on that. I understand the joke. Don't get me wrong. +2, +2, +2. Oh, so when Mad Dog Nation is sexist, it's a +2. When I do it, people are trying to gaslight me into thinking that, like, they're actually offended. Yes. Okay. Hey, I own 3 Tim Hortons on Vancouver Island. Why don't you come over here and we'll show you how good the food could be? I don't know, I phrased it as if it was like the threat of violence, but they were very nice. But I said, no, that's not gonna happen. Come on, brother, you're really gonna make me... I'm gonna go to the Tim Hortons, you're gonna feed me a fucking Sodexo donut and some Cisco potato wedges, but like fresh out the fryer, and I'm gonna be like, yum. Let's not do that to each other. They should turn Coke Zero to Coke One. I mean, I feel like when you see what Coca-Cola can do with 0 calories, 1 calorie would go crazy. Imagine what they could get out of that 1 calorie. I'm just saying, if Frank Sinatra was on American Idol, like he's not beating Justin Guarini, let's put it that way. Katy Perry kicks the shit out of Frank Sinatra though. -2, -2, -2. Y'all are old, you're old and crusty and dusty. You probably eat Werther's Originals. You put Gold Bond medicated powder on your ball sack every morning. Is Willow different from Willow Smith? Because I was waiting for her to whip her hair back and forth, especially because it was a pop punk ride. It's the same person? It is? Willow is Willow Smith. Holy cow. That song still clears anything Frank Sinatra ever made. No offense, Jay. I know New Jersey loves Frank Sinatra, right? Bruce Springsteen is so ass. DL Guiga, shut up, bro. Catch my ass giving DL Guiga the keys to the kingdom for 30 minutes and not me listening to a Machine Gun Kelly song? How did that happen? On the first time I give up the keys to the car, you're taking me through the Burger King drive-thru? It takes a lot of dedication to be a binge drinker. Like, the thing is, when you're like 19 and you see someone that's skilled at binge drinking, you're like, wow, that guy's so cool. And when you're 34 and you see someone that's skilled at binge drinking, you're like, oh no. We need to have like a drive-through blood bank or something. I'm I'm not passing out after 1 pint. It took like an hour and a half to donate blood. And then the motherfuckers have the audacity to like call you and be like, hey, we've got an appointment tomorrow at like 5:07 a.m. If you want my blood that bad, you know, make some accommodations for me to make it, you know, to make it easy for me. It's my blood. Don't give me the nurse that takes 7 tries to find the vein. It's Dickskin December out here. I got big blue gummy worms coming out of my whole body. You ever beat the Nameless King? One of my favorite bits is the streamer. Not as the viewer, you might find it less interesting. But as the streamer is when like someone clearly watched me in high school and then went to college and for 4 years like role played as like a cool guy, and now they're back in their family's house and they realize that it's the situation that maketh the man less than the man maketh the situation. So now they're out here posting like 2017 era memes. Brother, we've come a long way, okay? It happened to me too. I've been there. I'm just saying the world has turned and left you here. Then I go talk to my neighbor for 5 seconds and I'm like, clover lawn? Fuck that, bro. I already got grass. I'm just gonna keep it rolling. Are you crazy? If anything, Vancouver needs more gray space. Malik, back me up here. They said +2. They said +2. I have a clover lawn. It's even more beautiful than grass. Yeah, you don't get to say that. I want to talk to your neighbors. Put your neighbors on the keyboard. We live in a society, okay? Oh, we're dancing on them. But Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no stam. You think you'd ever wear a gas mask like Champion Victor? Yeah, if I got a triple canister on the back filled with gamer girl farts, I could see it happening. I'm not gonna do it just to like, you know, breathe during wildfire season or something like that, but for a good reason, sure, absolutely. I think I could excel in a rural environment. I think I could be the guy who, like, when I'm not there, all the dudes with the cowboy hats are like, he voted for Bernie. He's good people, though. We don't hold that against him. I think I could be that guy. I'm realizing humor doesn't have to have a punchline. It just has to be funny. It's taken a long time to get there. Twitter is debating whether POG is a slur, and I just can't with this hell site today. What a great line. Me and my friends would have beat E.T. to death with hammers, I'll tell you that much. Like, that's definitely up there. That's a good one. Like I said, it's just mowing the lawn. It takes as long as it takes. Has your nose grown at all this game? Does this answer your question? Holy, brother, save some air for the rest of us. You guys smell that?
The essence is ergo. Yes. The ergo you use as your...
Yeah, well, the gas I put in my car used to be a dinosaur. You don't see me crying about it. Motorcycles are not cool. Like, if you drive one, you might be a cool guy, but just riding a motorcycle doesn't make you a cool guy. You know how I know that? Because all the motherfuckers with motorcycles meet up at the Tim Hortons. That is not the place cool guys go to hang out, okay? 9 Fast and the Furious cars parked outside and 32 motorcycles. Like, if you come in with a fucking leather jacket and a bandana and you're like, can I get a chocolate chip cookie, please? Like, you're not cool. Does a Bugatti make you cool? No, honestly, I think like owning a Lamborghini, a McLaren, a Ferrari, it's like a warning sign that you and I will not get along. That means that we value different things in life. If, however, you're rocking like a Bentley or a Rolls Royce or something like that, call me up. Because you're kind of like, I mean, people that know are like, holy shit, that's like a Bentley. But if you don't know, you're like, what the heck, the car is gray? How fast could it possibly go? So I'm just... My ideal rich guy car is definitely not like, check it out. It looks like a fucking Neon Genesis Evangelion. Ideal luxury car is like, check it out. The inside is made of like hand-sculpted mahogany. And on the highway, you can't hear a single decibel of road noise. I see it in Vancouver all the time. Like, people are driving around in their supercars, and it's like, brother, the speed limit is like, you know, 50 kilometers an hour on this road. Like, you're not gonna, it's always like, you know, you're at the stoplight and then the light turns green and you see him go like, like you might as well be in something comfortable. If you're gonna spend like $250,000 on a car or something like that, you might as well be comfortable instead of like we're not gonna race. Come on, there's the road is blocked. When I see a dude in a McLaren, so he's like 22 years old, and I'm like, your ass is broke, buddy. And now the type of guy to close the door of the fridge with his hips. Okay, that is definitely true, though. I am the kind of guy to close the door to the fridge with my hips. I'll be honest with you when I'm that guy and when I'm not. I did see a tape. This is where I thought that maybe society has gone too far. I saw the Hank Green tweet that was like, please don't use your foot to open the accessible button on the door because other people have to use their hands and they don't want to touch whatever was on the bottom of your shoe. And I was like, that's fine. I can understand the reasoning for that. But then someone in the replies said, I'll take it a step further. If you don't need to use the button and you use the button, you're an asshole. That button has a limited number of uses and you're taking it away from someone who really needs it. And I said, come on, man. I'm just pushing a button. At that, you're trying to get me raked over the coals for, this is normal behavior, okay? We gotta relax a little bit. We can't be canceling people for pushing a button. It's just, unless the button is like the nuclear launch button. Sometimes I push the button when I don't need to push the button. Sometimes you just feel like I haven't pushed a button in a while. And you're like, I'm gonna hit it. It's a nice big button. That's what that means. In society, we should be allowed to have nice things. You should be allowed to push the button. At least, maybe it's happened multiple times, but I saw the video. They started, I'm not saying you gotta hand it to the guy who shot the dude in the stomach, okay? I'm not saying that. I'm saying that they were pranking the dude, and then the dude was like, go away, like, I don't want to be in your video, and then they just stayed in his face and kept like embarrassing him, and then he just shot him in the stomach and walked away. Again, it shouldn't have gone down like that. He was acquitted, right? Or at least like the judge threw out the lawsuit or something, because he was like, on the grounds of like you were being an asshole, no jury in the land would convict this guy. He had a quick draw. He was ready to bang that day. I'm not all up on the gun terminology. I don't know much about the extendo mags and the this and that. Bang is the noise the gun makes. I knew that. It lets you ADS faster in COD. Pretty important for an SMG build. It is crazy though, because like to my Canadian brain, it should always be like a movie when somebody gets shot. They should get blown away and like knocked down on the floor and go like look at their hand and be like, whoa, and then like die. But this dude got shot in like the most routine pedestrian way of all time. He was just like, oh. It is crazy that like when you're in a year, it seems like long as fuck. You're like, oh my god, Pizza Tower was this fucking year? This is the longest year of all time. And then like within 3 months after the year ending, you're like, I don't remember shit that happened that year. That year was a blur. In Lies of P, you do really feel like Pinocchio. It's crazy. Like, I go to sleep, I have dreams about being Pinocchio. I said, Apollo, this sounds crazy. You should play Lies of P. He said, I'm never playing Lies of P. I'm not going to play a Dark Souls game that doesn't have Miyazaki's involvement. I said, it's better than Dark Souls 2. And then he said, listen, I can't play a single-player game. My viewers will leave. And then I said, well, what are you going to do, motherfucker? All the Among Us viewers are now 34-year-old insurance agents. Whenever like a stranger tells me that they're like, oh, I kind of lapsed on exercise, I'm like, don't worry about it, brother. You'll get back to it. Meanwhile, like once a week, I at Apollo and Corey, and I'm like, you guys got to get your asses back on the fucking bike. The egg carton is going hard. You guys are going to be left in the damn dust. you and your 4 10-year-old friends were sitting in like your friend's dad's pickup truck, and it's like you didn't even have seatbelts for like the 5th kid. You had to be like, which one of your friends are you going to miss the least if we get in an accident? One kid went in the trunk. I've ridden in the trunk a couple times. It's a fast pass to Vomit City, but I always think about that, like when my mom is like, why does everyone hate baby boomers? And I'm like, well, in hindsight, they had so many like headwinds in their lives that the current generation doesn't have. So there's like, they feel like the ladder has been pulled up after them. That's one of the many reasons. And then my mom said, yeah, but like when we were growing up, like, tailwinds, you're right. See, DL Guiga, you could have corrected me on that one. She was like, yeah, but every day that I was growing up, we thought like the USSR was going to drop Tsar Bomba on our head. And I was like, well, they didn't, so shut up. And now the kind of MF'er to pay for cable. Okay, that's also true. That's also why I'm trying to watch every sport in existence, because I'm already paying for the sports channels in order to watch the Canucks games. What about piracy? Have you ever seen those sports piracy websites? My information is worth more to me than the cost of the cable subscription. Not to mention my sanity at looking at the kind of detritus that ends up in the live chat. Those live chats are messed up. Dude, I'm telling you, I don't know what it is. People are like, I love sports. Then they get home and drink like 2 Lakeport Ices, and all of a sudden they're talking about like, you know, racist diatribes in the damn Washington Capitals versus Florida Panthers game. Go to work the next day, they're like, hey, what'd you do last night? I was just chilling. You weren't chilling, you were trying to incite a damn riot. 1 marshmallow now or 2 marshmallows in 5 minutes? I think that study pisses me off, because people are always like, it means that kids have no impulse control. No, man, what if they just want a marshmallow right now more than they want 2 in 5 minutes? I want 1 marshmallow now. I don't want 2 marshmallows. That's too many marshmallows. Just give me 1 right now. The second marshmallow has a lower relative value. Though the one that I find really funny, though, is the one where they tell people like all they have to do for the study is sit in this room for 10 minutes. And then there's like a button on the table, and they're like, just so you know, if you press this, it will administer an unpleasant electric shock through your chair. And then the like 58% of people were just like, I'm so bored, I'm going to electrocute myself. And then one dude electrocuted himself like 900 times in 10 minutes or something like that. But I'm sure in 10 years we'll find out that all those results were made up anyway, so who cares? Meanwhile, the motherfucker who made up the results is like, sorry, I have to give you an F on this paper. It's 11 pages, and I told you there was a 10-page limit. Oops, by the way, all that shit that got me hired here, I made it up. You ever consider saving some chitin for the rest of us, you carapace motherfucker? Looking like a grunt from Halo Reach. Thoughts on Funk Soul Brother right about now? I'm for it. I'm for Fat Boy Slim. I'm for Fat Boy at any size, honestly. What if Jerry Seinfeld was the president and George was the vice president? George! Nikita Khrushchev's calling my bluff, George! This isn't just a controversy anymore, it's a full-on crisis. Cuban Missile Crisis, Jerry? Cuban Missile Crisis, George! Yours is not you Costanza it. Get me the Secretary of State, Kramer runs in. I'm the kind of guy who would drink a second Coke Zero at 12:06 p.m. With no disrespect, you seem like a joke. You better have like 5 phases. You ever notice how everybody does a Michael Cera impression when they drive? It's easier from the side. Normal motherfuckers sit down in a chair like this. As soon as they get behind the wheel of a large automobile, I don't drive. Well then, with all due respect, you got no idea what it's like to be number 1. I wonder how much faster this game would be over if we didn't distract NL all the time. This is the content, you know that, right? Just go to YouTube, dude. Ali A probably posted the ending cinematic like 4 days before the game came out. Killers of the Flower Moon. 99% certified fresh Rotten Tomatoes. People are saying it might be one of the best movies of Martin Scorsese's career. People are like, yeah, but it could cut 15 minutes. But shut the fuck up. You work at Safeway. You don't know what you're talking about. You've said in the past games are too long? Yeah, because they're fucking bad. This shit is fucking gas. Are escape rooms now part of the culture, or were they a fad? I feel like the axe throwing is like, it's a fad waiting to happen, right? You know how I can tell craft beer isn't a fad? People love to drink. Panera charged lemonade is washed. You know, if I was at Panera, there's no shot I'm getting any drink other than the one that killed that lady. I don't believe that tea is better for you than coffee. I have to see the studies, for one, but even if you show them to me, I'm not going to believe them. I have to do the study myself. If you're having, you know, like a fucking mocha sucka fuckaccino with caramel swizzle in it or whatever, sure. But otherwise, whenever I'm like, I typically just drink cold brew black, right? And then people who drink tea are like, aren't you worried about your heart? And I'm like, motherfucker, it's the same thing. It's just like wet energy. Malf made a tweet. The tweet was, what is the perfect temperature to set your house at in the wintertime? It was like 69, 70, 71, 68. So it was like 68 to 71. I said, where's 73? Everybody started torching me. They said 73. They were posting like, I can't believe it reaction memes and stuff like that. You guys got me super self-conscious. I was like, apparently 73 is like way too hot. People were acting like I was living inside of a damn terrarium. So I turned my thermostat down to 71. Catch me coming down to my office in the morning. Oh, this shocks you. This shocks you. Freezing my fucking ass off. I think that well, you said 75. I don't always say what I mean, okay? My office is at 73. You can see that in the follow-up tweet. I don't know what Kate's office is at, but it's higher. I know because when I come down to my office, I'm like, it's cold as fuck down there. When I'm in Kate's office, it genuinely feels like I'm in like a tropical region of the world.
We're getting revenge together.
What the hell? He's back! Is it possible that the 2010s are like the worst era for culture in human history? What the hell were we doing in the 2010s, man? LMFAO was the most popular band in the world. It used to be like, you would like try to push for new subscribers in order to get more emotes. You'd be like, please, I have some really good emote ideas. I just need another fucking 500 subscribers to get them. And then literally, I just pay better Twitch TV, like $9.99 a month. And I have like 1,000 emote slots now. It's crazy. You haven't added an emote in like 3 years? Why would I... Oh, I'm fucking playing Lies of P. I'm gonna add like Egg Pinocchio or something like that, right? Like that's not gonna happen. Why, when I could just add like more variants of Keck W on BTTV or something like that? It's not gonna happen, man. Emote suggestion time? No. You got it. Trust, I've been doing this for a long time, okay? All you do is you wait for another emote to get insanely popular in Ludwig or Squeaks' chat or something like that, and then like their viewers have an overlap with my viewer base, and they go, the viewers are like, you gotta add this one, and I'm like, I'm never gonna add it, and then a VIP links it, and I go like, fine, I'll add it. And it's great because you don't have to build your own culture. I know that sounds like pessimistic, but instead of building your own culture, you just wait for someone else to do it, and then you kind of like template it, you Xerox it. Noah Head's been real quiet since the Covenant came out. Noah Heads be like, hey Bungie Studios, you ever consider naming the aliens in your game the Noahs? So fucking stupid. Dude definitely voted for Noah and Mitt Romney. We need a Taft-style president again. Just a guy with like a physical characteristic where you're like, that could give him a nickname. Yeah, or like a really, really tall president, like a 7-foot tall president or something like that. I'm just spitballing here. We need a hat guy, that's a given. Certainly we need a vaping president. because vaping interests have not been represented well. YouTuber president, I don't want to be it for the record, but sure, I'd probably vote for any YouTuber. They got a pretty good track record. Cryptocurrency president, yeah. Coco Melon president. iPad kid president. Yeah, we're due, man. We're due. I was raking leaves on Saturday. 70-year-old man walked by me. I deferred to him. I showed respect. I stopped raking. I said, hey, good morning. He said, good morning. Then he looked at me and said, you missed a spot. Now, it's funny because the whole fucking yard was covered with leaves. That's the joke. And I didn't have a comeback. My comeback was like, yeah, I think I missed a few. Have a good day. Because I was like, that was me resigning from the interaction. I was a little offended though. When we were in Hawaii, we bought Hawaiian shirts. And the person selling the shirts was Korean. She was talking to my wife in Korean. She was talking to other tourists in Korean. And I was like, I'm going to get her good, okay? So when I paid for the shirts, she said, thank you. And I said, thank you, 감사합니다. And then she went, oh, your pronunciation's not bad. And I was like, what the fuck? I lived there for a damn year. Not bad? I told you, and I swear to you, with God as my witness, I thought Jake S., the emote, was a small child until I saw it full size and realized that it was a grown person. It genuinely, in 32 by 32 or whatever size it is in chat, it looks like it's like an 11-year-old kid getting a victory royale. Remember when people used to spam global Twitch emotes? It's so funny to look at how the culture has changed. People would really be out here like watching a stream and then a green guy would show up and they'd be like, smork. They'd be like, hang on, honey, I gotta rush back to my computer and type smork. When I eat soup, I fucking feel good. When I have a Coke Zero with ice from McDonald's, I feel good. Those are health foods. Fuck it, I'm grabbing a Coke Zero too. Let's go! You know it's 12:28. That means it's Coke Zero time, everybody. You know how the fuck it goes. Get your cans up. It's Coke Zero, bro. It's the best. I'm drinking 2 Coke Zeros a day. I will not apologize for it. Motherfuckers drinking 8 Coors Lights. Googling how many Coke Zeros is okay to drink daily. People talking about Killers of the Flower Moon needing an interruption or an intermission are so right. I just pissed myself watching the movie and now I gotta sit in it for another 3 hours and 15 minutes. So good. I do have a question about the Great British Bake Off. How do they know how to make all that shit? Like sometimes they'll be like, make a Napoleon. And I'm like, what the fuck is a Napoleon? I'm just saying, like, if I went on the show, which I'm probably not the guy for that, if they had me, like, baking, if they were like, make a chocolate chip cookie, I'll be like, all right, fucking flour, milk, eggs, chocolate chips, piss, whatever, I got it all. But sometimes they'd be like, make a financier. And I'm like, I don't even know what the hell that is. What do you think this is, brother? Wall Street? That's a different show. It's about the Wahlberg twins. Heel. Ulta's ass. Oh! Oh, easy mode. This game's easy. Looks like the hotel lobby after TwitchCon rolled through town. I don't think it's called a Nutbuster Parfait at Dairy Queen. Isn't it called like a peanut butter buster parfait? Is it called a nut buster? It's called a peanut buster. Peanut buster parfait. I like Pizza Hut. I'm crazy like that. I think Dairy Queen is kind of criminally underrated. Now, every single one in the modern era, unless maybe you live in the Midwest, is haunted. But the desserts go hard at the Dairy Queen, bro. I'm dead. You know what they should do though? I don't know games, I know humor. Here's what they should do. This room should have door guardian, an absolutely massive man guarding an absolutely massive door. And then when you finally beat this guy and that door opens up, you should be in another almost identical room Except at the end of that room is an insanely tiny door and an insanely tiny door guardian. And then here's the echo to the joke, the second alarm. He should be 3 times harder than the big guy. Can you imagine the laughs when you opened up the door and there was a little version of the boss you just fought in there? And then Claptrap says, "Handsome Jack must have a sense of humor." And then it wins Game of the Year from like every platform, and then like 10 years later they pretend that they didn't give it Game of the Year, and they're like, nobody ever liked it. And I'm like, your ass gave it a 9.8 out of 10, motherfucker. You know, sources are saying Lies of P is so good that all future games in the genre are going to be called P-likes. Door equals guarded. Door equals guarded. Coke equals 0. Piss equals pissed. Yep, I'm ready for Monday Night Football. Jerma said he hopes he didn't offend you by saying he fell asleep to your stream that one time. I feel like a kindred spirit with Jerma, even though we haven't really talked much. I feel like we're both normal people who spend our lives getting gaslit into thinking that we're like insane or terrible people. I was definitely not offended at all. In fact, I took it as a compliment that he was watching it to begin with. He's kind of wacky. I've seen one wacky Jerma thing. Everything else is always like, every clip is like, look, I think he's extremely funny, by the way. But every clip is like, look at this maniac. And then it's him going like, what is that? What is that? Chad, what is that? Like, that's the clip. And then people are like, he's a serial killer. And I'm like, what's going on? The most insane thing I've seen from Jerma is when he posted that sandwich that he was eating, and there were like 9 radishes on the side of it. That's crazy. I think it was meant to be crazy. Like, I think he was being self-aware. Probably. I've never seen his McDonald's order, no. Yes! Holy cow, how'd you get that so fast? It just... please, God, just watch this. No, I'm not going to watch that. Didn't you say there might be male nudity in that? For the record, I wouldn't watch it if there was female nudity in it either. I just think that these days, too many movies have sex scenes that don't add anything to the plot. Like, why have a sex scene when instead you could have a moment, of course, when one of the characters picks up another character's weapon and uses it, even though they previously said you can't use that. Hey, what the hell, man? You pinned my arms behind my back when I was trying to climb the ladder? That's a dirty trick. You hit me with that was a genuine back shot, man. He pinned my arms behind my back. No. Oh, you bitch. Can I see the McDonald's order, please? That's what we're here for. He posted it. It's like 6 McChickens. I don't want a YouTube video. I don't go to YouTube. Can you put it in a fucking paste bin or something? Just email it to me. It is a lot of food. It's like 4 McChickens. Big Mac, 2 McChickens, 10-piece nugget, 2 McChickens. 2 McChickens 2 times. That's comedy right there. I don't believe that he eats all that. That's too much food. That's like a Kobayashi order. 3 McDonald's burgers is a normal amount? No, it fucking isn't. I'm starting to understand why everyone like vilifies McDonald's so much. It's because you have no self-control. Your orders are getting fucking insane. You gotta pace yourself a little bit, man. That's like a death row meal. You eat like a businesswoman in the 80s? I fucking gorge myself every damn day. I'm saying the green Sensodyne is the way to go. If you're going with Sensodyne, you gotta go green. How old are you to have opinions on Sensodyne? Listen, bro. It's not an opinion. It's a fact. They took so much inspiration from Dark Souls. They're so obsessed with Miyazaki, it's crazy. They made an area that has every bad status effect in the game simultaneously. Listen, brother, you want to step to me? I want to see you moving a little bit quicker than that, you know? It's called an ambush, not a slow bush. Food's one of those tricky things at Disney. It's very hit or miss. And when I say hit or miss, by the way, I mean hit or miss. There are some hits. It's not all misses. Are the churros good? They're fine. My company makes the churros. Okay, listen, they're the best churros I've ever had in my life. Simply put, I don't believe it's possible to engineer a churro better than the churros that I've had at Walt Disney World and the other Disney properties. It's crazy how the egg carton is basically just software engineers. Well, what other job out there pays enough for you to afford an overpriced piece of exercise equipment while also giving you the freedom to have 2 hours a day to ride? I typed 2 CLI commands and then played backpack battles for the rest of the day. Honestly, I mean this sincerely. There was definitely a time where I would have considered that shameful when I was more naive. Now, like, fuck it, bro. That's economics. It is also the image of Joe Rogan shooting an arrow at the Cybertruck is so fucking funny. In what... I'm not gonna... Joe Rohan, that's pretty good. I'm not going to suggest that anyone thinks that, like, there's a risk of the car being riddled with arrows while you drive. But, like, what are they doing? Like, what purpose does this serve? I mean, I think that probably, like, just about any car on the market could probably weather a shot from a compound bow. This shit is made of, like, steel. I mean, I think if you brought one Subaru Forester back to the 100 Years' War, like, there's no shot France is losing. You don't need a bow and arrow for that. Show me what happens when the Cybertruck has to deal with ninja rocks, okay? Thoughts on Amaranth partnering with a beer company to brew a beer using her vaginal yeast? You guys are all going to feel really silly when it wins the Pabst Blue Ribbon at the World Beer Awards this year. Where are we going, lads? You know what this is like? This is like when you walk into like a chain restaurant you've never been in before. Catch my ass going to Booster Juice, trying to figure out what side of the counter I order the juice on and what side of the counter I pay on. So I don't look like a fucking idiot walking up to the cash register and going, "Can I get a green goddess, please?" They're like, "Oh, the order counter's over there." Sounds like you need to read The Design of Everyday Things then, buddy, because your shit is built in a confusing fashion. Your ass probably eats like a rotisserie chicken from the grocery store every Friday, and that's like exotic. Here's some shit like, you're like, "Oh yeah, oh, the fried rice was pretty good, but it doesn't hold a candle to my mom's." And I'm like, well, that's very sweet for your mom. We have like 100 cooks working in our kitchen that graduated from Culinary college, and we use the finest ingredients. We've been doing this for 25 years. We serve fried rice 175 times per lunch rush. It's better than your mom's, no disrespect. Your mom thinks MSG causes headaches. There's no shot it's clearing it. Did you ever see iwaspoisoned.com on Twitter? The Twitter account where people submit their own food poisoning pictures and stories to, like, warn people. It's so funny. Like, almost every single post is like, "I ate this Jimmy Dean sausage patty and it tasted funny." And then, like, the picture of the sausage patty is like, it's coated in mold. Like, I don't know if that's how it came out of the factory, but you gotta have some degree of personal responsibility for that one. I think we could use aperitifs and digestifs in North America. That being said, I do think a Coca-Cola is kind of like an aperitif and a digestif all in one. It's like Coke is all drink categories at once. It's a dessert. It's an aperitif. It's a digestif. The bubbles help clear out your stomach. It's a sports beverage. If you let it go flat, hand it out at an aid station in a marathon, people will get down on their knees and thank you. When they invented Coca-Cola, they cracked the code. I want to pump orange juice into my veins. Also, the Tropicana and Simply Orange need to be put in their place. Know your place. Simply Orange is like, check it out. It's fucking fat as hell at the bottom, and it's a square, so it doesn't fit well in the shelf. And then at the top, it tapers up. I want that shit to fit in my fridge without needing me to, like, you know, play Tetris for 2 hours. What is that? A dude who's taking a dookie. Can I say something? I've been pretty wishy-washy on Taylor Swift. Halfway through the 45-minute Matt Wilper's Power Zone endurance ride today, they played Cruel Summer. I've heard the song a few times on Spotify. It comes on after Olivia Rodrigo's Bad Idea, right? That's a good song. I think that might be the first Taylor Swift song I've ever heard where I was kind of like, I get it now. Listen, we're not talking about Demi Lovato here, okay? We're talking about Taylor Swift. We're talking about Olivia Rodrigo. It's not mass-produced. That shit is small batch. Sufjan Stevens. I'm not freaking around. Now, this is the Simmerer, the Rizzler. I love the holidays now, because seeing the holidays through the eyes of my child makes me feel like a child again. In Canada, November is kind of a nothing month. I understand, like, in America, you got American Thanksgiving, so you got something to, like, break it up. In Canada, we don't have shit. I mean, we have Remembrance Day, okay? And I feel like I'm the authority on that because my birthday's in November. So if I'm okay saying fuck November, then, like, it should be my way or the frickin' highway. What the hell was that? Did you just farted lightning on me? There was a lightning fart in there that I've never seen before. I'm gonna level with you. If it's just dodging out of nowhere attacks and perfect parrying lightning bolts, we can do it. I did indeed hear that the budget for She-Hulk was $250 million. Yeah, carpenters got paid. There were like union workers who got the, you know, they bought their kids Christmas presents with the money they made on She-Hulk. It's not like it just got put into like a furnace. Just because the show sucked doesn't mean it's ass. Like the money was just vaporized. Marvel is cooked, man. Did you see that report that they were gonna like, they were talking about bringing back the original Avengers via the multiverse, and then, I mean, come on, man. It's over. It's over. We had a good run. You can't bring Robert Downey Jr. back for like one more send-off. You already had like 3 send-offs. You had exactly the right number of send-offs for people to not be like, oh, come on. Just let it go. It's fine. Hot take, all Marvel movies are mid. Yeah, that's a really hot take. It's the first time I've ever heard that one. It's fine if you want to have that opinion, but I better not go to your letterboxd and then see something like Ice Age 2 is at like a 4.5 stars, okay? No, Ice Age 2 is better than anything the Russo brothers have ever done, bro. Fucking Scrat goes crazy in that movie. He loses his nut, man. Russo brothers haters when they're forced to remember that the Russo brothers worked on Arrested Development seasons 1 through 3. Call me Saul the way it feels Goodman. In my opinion, all joking aside, nobody's given Lies of P its flowers. Is it better than the best Souls games? Probably not. But it is harder. This shit is harder than Elden Ring. Lies of P definitely better than DS2 and DS3. I mean, I would say it's definitely better than Dark Souls 2. Sorry, H-Bomber guy. It's just one man's opinion. Dark Souls 3 may well be my favorite Souls game. If I can say something without everybody getting on my case, you know, obviously Elden Ring was a great game and like Game of the Year last year. I find it maybe more than slightly. I find it a little bloated, a little too long, a little too many repeated bosses. Lots of extremely high highs, and the game is undoubtedly very impressive. it's a 10 out of 10. But I prefer, as a total package, I prefer Dark Souls 3. My attention span's just fine. I got no problem doing a 3-hour gauntlet to figure out how this boss works. Is your attention span is fucked up? You're like, beat it faster! Beat it faster! I got shit to do! No, you don't. We'll stop lying to each other. It's so weird to, like, be bald at age 34, but also, like, work in an industry where almost everyone watching you is pretending to be 15 years old. When I'm done with you, you're gonna parry lightning and crap thunder. People are like, I saw someone in chat say, just because you have a kid doesn't mean you need to always talk about your kid. Man, fuck you! I don't do anything else, idiot! Why don't you do something interesting with all your free time and then tell me about it? Or the stuff that came out in Discovery during the Theranos trial, where Elizabeth Holmes texted her boyfriend and was like, you are my sun and my moon. You are my everything. Every day I fall deeper into love with you. And then the dude replied, okay. Why does this shit sound so sad? It is funny they're playing this Kingdom Hearts ass, Utada Hikaru ass beat here. Meanwhile, this dude's walking up in a top hat going, like, how do you know Utada Hikaru? You think my ass didn't fight Sephiroth in the Kingdom Hearts Coliseum? You think I don't know shit about when you walk away, you don't hear me say, please, oh baby, don't go simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. It's hard to let you go. Would you ever do a God run? What, beat all the Souls games without taking a hit? Well, you mean like record one, because I do it like every weekend just to warm myself up. I always start with a God run. 4 a.m. Saturday morning, usually finish around 11:59 Sunday. I find it's a nice way to start your weekend. Best Dave Matthews Band song? What would you say, maybe? What's the one that goes, "Day it's my birth"? That's what would you say, because right after that he goes, what would you say? Dave Matthews kind of sounds like an a-hole. I don't really care, because like the important thing is you got to separate the art from the artist, and I don't respect him as an artist. So really, he could be like as bad of a guy as he wants to be. You won't catch my ass at the Dave Matthews function. Not me being in a public place yesterday and seeing all the gamers there doing Whooper Day from Pokemon Go and thinking to myself, least narcissistic streamer by the way, thinking to myself, I guarantee like at least one of these 200 people knows me, but they're not gonna know me because they're all looking at their damn phone going like, you don't even know, you might have missed your only chance to say, wait, I know that guy. And then when your friends say, oh, from where? You go, never mind, he just has like a familiar face, I guess. Let that be a lesson to you. Never look at anything. At my dentist, I'm always like, why are you kissing me so much, bro? Haha, stop. Not being able to eat a whole foot-long sandwich is big. I need my wife to warn me when there's a sex scene at the movies type of energy. Listen, I'm going to +2 you because the sentence is funny. I was circumcised as a baby. In hindsight, you know, if we had a son, I would not get them circumcised. It just seems like a weird elective surgery to get for a baby. But my life's still okay. I'm not sweating. I haven't made it like my whole personality or anything. But again, it's the Larry David. If I had a son, probably be like age like 19. Dad, why the fuck did you get me circumcised, you fucking idiot? Could have done it when I was a baby when I wouldn't have remembered that shit. All the dudes in the locker room are making fun of me because my dick looks like a fucking elephant trunk. Gen Z's trying to cancel Miss Frizzle. Did you hear Baby Gronk rizzed up Miss Frizzle? Did you hear Miss Frizzle? Yeah, I saw it in chat, but I want you to know it hit my brain at the same time that I saw it. That's mutually assured destruction. Yo, did you guys ever see the Magic School Bus episode where Arnold rizzed up Miss Frizzle? You ever see the Magic School Bus episode where Arnold took his helmet off on Pluto and his head turned into a fucking ice cube? Yes, you have. It's episode 1, motherfucker. He literally does say, you'll die if you stay here, just watch. And his fucking head turns, it freezes in the exact shape of his facial features, which I guess makes perfect sense, but is very funny. I guess I'll go down. Is this the part DJ Khaled got stuck on? Hi-yo! Holy fuck, this is like trying to find your car when it's parked at Metro Town. You're like, what were we on, P17? What the fuck, he got the damn... You didn't tell me he had the Infinity Gauntlet, dude! It's not even the normal Infinity Gauntlet, it's the one that Iron Man made. Phase 1, we sleep. I don't know who Carlo is either, to be honest with you. His actual son? Holy shit, I hit him with the damn Hannibal Lecter. Twitter is debating whether Hannibal Lecter has Riz, and I just can't with this hell site today. Like, you would not catch my ass being surprised when Hansel and Gretel, like, you know, follow that trail of breadcrumbs and then end up in a witch's house getting pushed into a damn oven. I would be like, brother, what do you think the breadcrumbs are there for? Your ass is in a story right now. You're in trouble. Name 5 stories. Oh, fuck. Anya Taylor-Joy, Amelia Earhart, Obama's wife. Why is Obama's wife so funny? I think that one of the reasons that it's so funny is, I mean, there's the obvious one. He used a point of reference of a man to name a woman. But the funnier part is that her name's Obama as well. It's almost like twice as misogynistic. Misogynisticness? Twice as... Point is, Chiblee hates women, and he's not beating the allegations. I know I've said some misogynistic stuff in my life as well. Of course, everyone remembers that regrettable moment where I said that women like sushi. And we all know that it's true, but I'm the only one brave enough to say it out loud. Fucking simmer, bro! I had ya! And men love pizza? So true. So true. Everyone always likes to bring up that time I said women love sushi. They never bring up that misandrous shit I said, like men love pizza.
Your freedom is not for you.
Are you talking about Carlo Koliakovo? Very hyped up defenseman for the Toronto Maple Leafs circa the year 2000. That's gotta be, I mean, listen, some people might have a soft spot for all of the Santana stuff off of Supernatural. Maybe that's not even off of Supernatural. I can't not laugh every time I hear Maria Maria and the singer goes like, and the sounds of the guitar played by Carlos Santana, and then the dude goes bee bee doo 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 doo. It's like, in case you forgot who's on this song. Yo, we're finally learning who all the characters are. Can you add sexo, please? It's Homer gyrating his hips. I don't think we will be adding sexo. Thinko. It'll be Homer Simpson reading a book. The book will be called How to Fuck Good. Oh! Don't do it. Don't do it. What the hell? I was beating his ass.
Were you going to destroy Carlo's heart?
Wait, I really am Carlo. We told you? I thought you were memeing on me. Shout out to Carlo. Oh, man. Great game, Liza P. We beat Liza P. Never mind.
On the Crod experiment.
You certainly took your time, Paracelsus.
This isn't going to be like that scene from the end of the third Kingsman movie, right? Where they're like, I have someone for you to meet, and the dude's like, nice to meet you, my name is Adolf. Adolf Hitler?
It's intriguing. Dorothy.
Much appreciated. Dorothy the Wizard, they're bringing the Wizard of Oz into Liza P. Greatest crossover of all time. They really did drop an Avengers-style Wizard of Oz reference at the end of this game, huh? That's so funny. Hold on to your butt, Dorothy, because Kansas is going bye-bye.